The last foul was called against Jerome Robinson. Here is Hachimura for the ninth, just before the shutdown. Here's Leonard going at Bryant. Almost. Napier directing traffic. Here's Robinson against his former team, knocks down to three.
Confidence in that first Jay.
That was the knock on him. Playing with the Clippers, didn't have the confidence. Reggie Jackson, he's always had confidence.
You could throw Jared Dudley in too, but he's not playing. He plays for the Lakers.
Here's Robinson, step back, that's for two, and he's 2 for 2.
They're too good of a team, isolation-wise. They can take you off the bounce.
Robinson, nice feed to Bryant for the two-handed dunk. Up this game. Morris all the way to the hoop, rebound by Green. And this three is knocked down by Paul George to tie the game up at 12.
He's preaching communication to his players, how important it is in this environment. Oh,
Terrence Mann with a big time dunk. Does best offensive rebound, keeping a possession alive. Leonard comes the jump stop.
But I think, playing with a John Wall is going to be a commitment, obviously, Bradley. Everything's efficient, and you know what, Justin? You make a good point. He doesn't have any wasted motion in his game either, Rui.
Count it. That's the depth as they show full court pressure, leading by 4.
Little 1-2-2 full court pressure. Yes, Wizards handled it beautifully.
Grant shot clock down to 4.
Gotta go.
Slips, has to put up the shot. Off the glass, gets it to fall. Here's Mann, puts it up. This will count. It does. A 3 for Terrence Mann.
Yeah, good seeing you, man. You know what? I wish I was up there with you guys to call the game, but for safety precautions, whole field in New York, for him to have an opportunity with the Clippers. See, a lot of people don't know that Joakim Noah actually was going to sign, came around full circle for Joakim, and he's in a Clippers uniform trying to win a championship.
And there,
he's a veteran leader that has still something to prove. But what I like, this is an interesting scenario, JK and Glenn. This is the transfer. Okay, vacation is not going to happen this year. We're back in the basketball season. Oh, and guess what? If we do have...
Even here to Kawhi Leonard. And Leonard into the corner. Terrence Mann hit the 3 before the quarter ended. Hits another miss before. Looking at this Clippers team, they're playing right now without Patrick Beverley, without Montrezl Harrell, without Lou Williams.
I think this is up for grabs this year, honestly. This championship is up for grabs. You can't go on with what happened prior to the regular season unless things drastically change for the better. So it's open play right now. It's open territory.
Here's Hachimura jumping the line, and there's Rui with a dunk, and the Wizards have... That's why I was looking over like, is that what he's thinking?
I was thinking that, Drew. I just couldn't say it.
Bonga got it.
Defense has looked much more impressive for Washington. That's been their biggest struggle this year as the Clippers come back on the offensive end. George attacks down the left alley and put up a wild attempt. Hachimura back the other way, leaves it for Bonga. No foul called, get it up. George is all alone and lays it in with a right hand. Left wing Green handed off for PG-13. Get it to Leonard, baseline drive. Leonard gets to the rim, and once again, he's soaring at Disney World.
Clock down to 4. Robinson along the baseline has to get a shot up. He does. Jerome Robinson beats the clock with...
It's a difficult thing to meditate because when you get my age, man, if you get that much time to be in a quiet space, thinking about when Wall and Beal comes back, and Drew Gooden and I had a conversation about this earlier today where I said, Drew, if you
think where a lot of rookies come into the NBA because of the speed of the game, they try to match it, rush, and he's a collective group of very young players that happen to be mature. I wanted to get your thoughts on that as a group.
Has come back into the game. Here's another turnover. Napier finding Hachimura, and Rui can't finish, but there's...
Anyway, so not only was this a year of development, but if you get a chance to develop young players and make the playoffs, that's a...
I also think that this is an opportunity to assess these guys. You're developing and you're assessing who you want to come back and, who's going to do what. If Bonga keeps getting better, if Rui keeps getting better, what roles will they play?
We just saw Paul George drain a 3. Here's Mo Wagner missing. Bonga's got the offensive rebound, puts it back up.
I'll be texting him right now as soon as this game's over with to keep him inspired to be the best version he can be.
Just a great person, great teammate. Patterson Steps in, gets the roll. Point Wizards lead, 2:15 to play here in this third quarter. Bonga, little shimmy, lobs one up to Mo Wagner, able to finish up close. It was essentially all the offense in that fourth quarter. Calling that game, watching him do what he did, it was remarkable. As Magruder's got 4 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Mann with one, and he's able to drain the head of Denver, who the Wizards just played on Wednesday. JaMychal Green hits the three.
Time and sterile.
Ish Smith, there's that crossover. In and out, the tip is good by John. That's what Williams can bring off the bench. He's got those long arms, a quick first and second jump. As JaMychal Green knocks. I'm going to venture to say for the final 8 minutes and 40 seconds, we're not going to see Rui Hachimura.
Let's see what you can do with all these players out. And you can share the wealth. Look at this, getting that low dribbles.
I was watching him and I'm going, man, how does he do it, right? Because he's got that hitch in the shot. It's one of the more unorthodox shots you have seen. Said, they asked me if I would play. I said, of course. And when I met him, I said, Muggsy, do you mind if we take a picture? I said, you were one of those guys. Here's Jared Uthoff. Shot clock to 5. Hachimura got himself in rhythm with size. So now the Clippers can match up with them.
Nice pass by Noah.
I think you come away with it, or come away from it, thinking,
we got a nip and tuck game here. It's getting exciting. And guess
Smith out there, no Shabazz Napier, makes a difference.
well, it's an opportunity for Scott Brooks to pick.
Step back. That's a 2. Offensive rebound. Williams goes back up with it. No, Uthoff is there, corrals it, trying to make some room.
As he splits a pair, Hachimura with the rebound, and he will dribble the clock out. The Clippers stay perfect in scrimmage play in Orlando.